Hey guys, got a review of the Bahco that I got from an OBS Survival. I think it's identical to a Mora Clipper. It has to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they're made in the same factory, just stamped with Bahco and the other ones are stamped with Mora. Yeah, this is the first Bahco I've ever owned, but trust me when I say I've used a lot of Moras. A lot. Okay, and it seems 100% identical, except that it's got Bahco, and yeah, except that it's got Bahco. That's the only thing that's different. Yeah, only bloody thing. So, I wouldn't be half surprised at all if they're made in the same factory. But, slightly digressing, this is a great knife. I love it. Okay? Went camping about 3 weeks ago. I know there's no video footage of it on YouTube, and there's not going to be any video footage on YouTube. Maybe one time I'll do story time, and I'll tell you about the camping trip. Okay? But, yeah, still had fun. But either way, I used it, we were near the water, near salt water, meant to be going fishing. Emphasis on meant, but this isn't a story video. Okay, it did really well. It's not flexible, so it's not too crash up filleting, but it's razor sharp, did the job, and also great for carving. That's one thing I love about the Mora. Is I've just done the review on the Ocknell knife, and it kind of didn't stand up to the carving task I put it to, and I ended up using the Bahco to predominantly finish all this. Although I did use the Bear Grylls Ultimate knife as well to cut this, the serrated part. Been using that a lot, been flogging it, okay? Well, what I class as flogging a knife anyway. So eventually I'll get around and do another update on that, on how that's going, but I've been putting it through its paces, definitely. Okay, so I think all around bushcraft, feather sticking, carving, utility knife, there's not much you can't do with this. Not much at all. At least for general use. Just small tasks, small general use, the main predominant things you're going to have to be doing around a camp. I can't say anything bad about it. Can't say anything bad at all. Stainless steel, still sharpens easily, and doesn't rust. I think stainless steels are really coming a long way in edge retention ability, because I've only had to sharpen this once, and I didn't think I'd have to hang on, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't have had to resharpen it, okay, but I did, because when I was out camping recently, I lent it to a friend who decided to cut stuff up on a rock. But like again, this isn't story time. So the edge was pretty much FUCK-ED when I got it back, because he'd been cutting stuff up on a rock. So had to resharpen it, and it's only got one chip, which I haven't been able to sharpen out of it. But I think it'll come out with time. So I think if it's able to go through that sort of abuse and still look as good as it does, because that still looks pretty good, you wouldn't know it's been scratched up against a rock. That's pretty good. I can't knock it. can't knock it at all. To be run up against a rock and still have an edge like that, that's amazing. So, yeah, I really like it. I love it. Just like a Mora, only it's got Bahco stamped on it. Okay, so I think that pretty much sums it up. I would like a leather sheath, but I think the plastic one does the job. Retention's there. Okay, if I give it a big thud like that, it'll come out, but how often are you going to do that? Oh well. Catch you later. Love the knife. Thanks again, No Bear Survival. Sorry it took me so long to do these reviews. And hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all later. See yous.